had a great session regarding the drafting and filing of written statement. I know it's a very important topic for drafting any kind of case or a suit, etc. But the next important step which comes into our mind is how do you file a case? It's whether it is a suit, it's a petition, or any other thing which you file in your courts on daily basis. And it's a very tough thing. It's not like easy to go whenever you want to file a thing. There are very minute details which need to be keep in mind while filing a case, because our registry nowadays is very peculiar about the defects which they mark in the cases, and it's not easy to get your case passed in the High Court itself. So I'll be giving you some few details which needs to be keep in mind while filing the case, etc. The first one which comes into anyone's mind would be the margins. The margins are a very important fact of your petition, which needs to be keep in mind while filing any kind of petition or suit, etc. The margins have to be you need to be very particular in terms of your margins which have to be followed. I'll give you the exact particulars which need to be followed while filing this petition. The left side margin at least have to be 1.3 inches. On the right side of the petition, it has to be 1.1 inches. Okay, I'll tell you the idea behind what is being followed up for the left side margin is to be 1.3 inches. Because whenever you file any kind of a case, it goes into the registry. The registry tags that petition for the judge's file. So the tagging is done usually from the left side. So for that part of a petition is taken into the tagging side. So that is the reason the left side is kept to be a 1.3 inches. And another thing which has to be followed in mind is that at the top of the petition, another 1.3 inch margin has to be given. And the reason for that is, since at the left side of the petition the margin is 1.3 inches, there has to be some kind of a similarity. So for again the top margin would be a 1.3 inch margin and the bottom margin would be a 1.1 inch margin. If these margins are kept, only then your petition will be finally passed by the registry. So after the margins are finally followed by you while filing the petition, the next thing which keeps into mind is the signing. That's a very critical part in every petition, because signing part is different for different kind of petitions. In a commercial suit, while filing a commercial suit, each and every page has to be signed. Like at the bottom of the page, the client has to sign each and every page, and also the documents which you are filing along with that suit, because you'll have to mark true copy of the documents in complete suit. So for that thing, every page needs to be signed in a commercial suit. That's a very basic thing which needs to be keep in mind, because if that is not there, then I'm very sure that's the first defect which the registry would mark, besides even the margin being kept also. Then secondly, if that's a non-commercial suit, then you can go ahead with the last pages being signed by the client and the affidavits, etc. You need not sign each and every page, because only the Commercial Courts Act says that every page needs to be signed. So for that purpose, we get the commercial courts, the one which is a commercial suit, signed each and every page, and for the non-commercial suit, we can restrict to signing of the last page and the affidavits, etc. In a writ petition, that's a third thing which has to be kept in mind is, while filing a writ petition, you need not even get the last pages signed. If the client is signing the affidavits and wakalatnama, that is sufficient enough for filing the writ petition. But nowadays clients prefer to sign the last pages also, because they are enthusiastic about their case. So even if the client signs the last page, that is enough. That's not an issue, and the writ petition is okay. Then the next thing which comes in our mind is the criminal writ petition. In a criminal writ petition, you need to also get the last pages signed, because that's a rule in the criminal roster in Delhi High Court. So get the last pages signed, get the affidavit signed, get the wakalatnama signed. That is all for the criminal writ petition. Next part on to which we should come is the affidavit part. That is again an essential part of filing of the any suit or a writ or any kind of other petition in this. Okay, so for the affidavit part, you need to keep in mind that there are different kind of affidavits for each kind of petition or a suit. Okay, first if we take an example of a writ petition, that's a normal affidavit which we file in normal course, getting the client to sign before the word deponent on each side, whether it is before the verification clause or it is after the verification clause. But when you come now to the part of affidavits which has to be filed in a commercial suit, it's not exactly the affidavit. It's the statement of truth which has to be filed along with the commercial suit, because that's your Commercial Codes Act says. Because in a statement of truth you give further undertakings that you have filed all the documents which are relevant for filing of this suit. Then you give another undertaking that you have not concealed any kind of document. Then you give another undertaking that you have not given any false statement in your whole suit. And that is the purpose. There's a purpose behind this statement of truth. That because in a commercial code, since you are signing each and every page, your statement should, the statements which you are making should be true, because that has serious repercussions at the end of your suit. So that is the reason while you give these kind of statements in a statement of truth. Because if the other side is giving any false statement in a suit, then you can go against them, because that has a serious and the other side would have to face a serious repercussions for doing this, for giving any false statement. So that is the reason we file a statement of truth along with the commercial suit. And if we come to a normal suit, then we can go ahead with a normal affidavit. That's not the requirement in this to file a statement of truth.